Lord, man. Okay, following that atrocity that is Sejuani's story, we're here in part 60. Volibear, the Thunder's Roar, who is apparently a demigod, but we'll see what the old lore has to say about this guy.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Lore of League of Legends episode. In this one, the format is going to be slightly different, with the 4 remaining Freljord champions to cover, and from what I've seen over the last few episodes, the updated lores are more popular than the originals, which I can understand. So, I'm not going to be doing remastered episodes for the rest of the champions. Instead, I'm just going to focus on the newest lores which arrived with the War in Freljord patch, beginning with Volibear, the Thunder's Roar.
I'm assuming this patch is what brought out Aram? Or not Aram. Aram was already a thing, but what it did bring out was the tutorial, which was in the Aram map. I'm assuming that's when it happened.
Enjoy.
But I don't know. It sounds about right based on just how long ago it was. 2013, 14.
The lands of Freljord are generally unfriendly and lack any resources useful to the peoples that inhabit the land.
Fair enough.
There are, however, parts of Freljord that are even less friendly to anyone.
Oh.
The northernmost reaches of Freljord match every part of this description.
The colder it gets,
but there is more to them. They are regularly haunted by powerful storms that fill the skies with lightning. No tribe is willing to live in this part of the icy tundra.
Lightning.
No tribe, but one.
Thunder.
The powerful bear-like men of the Earth Sign tribe have been populating this land since ancient times. And through the ages and ages of harsh storms, they've learned not only to accept them, but how to use the power of the storm in their favor. Their tribe has produced many great warriors with ferocity and power that is matched by no one. Their leader is a furious adversary who commands the force of lightning to strike fear within his foes.
So this is
Volibear, who seeks to defend the ancient ways and the warrior spirit of the earth.
So this is definitely before new lore for Ursak. Oh my god. Fucking Ursak. For Volibear, because Volibear is supposed to be a demigod. Now I believe he becomes a demigod in the patch where I remember the cinematic for Volibear. I believe it was his rework, and he was bigger than the bridge of Aram. I believe that was also the Volibear rework at that time. That could be mixing it up. So I'm assuming that's where it probably changed, but shows how much I know, right? How much I've been paying attention.
Sign. Through the history of Runeterra, it has been recorded of the Ursign's legendary feats in battle. Now the Ursign live in tranquil seclusion. The warriors were headed by a triumvirate of leaders who maintained a long-lived isolation, doing their best to avoid the petty affairs and conflicts of Freljord's other tribes.
Get it? Isolation? Get it? Isolation? Isolation? Oh, man.
As the shaman to the triumvirate, Volibear was a respected sage known for his insight.
Yeah, so
this was an
not
era of
demigod.
unprecedented peace, but Volibear felt a great surge of dread stirring within him. He watched over the years as prosperity had turned the tribe soft and weak, and many had long forgotten the sacred art of war that they had so long been without.
Bro, it sounds like how peaceful times, you know how right now you have all these political conflicts, political correctness conflicts around the world. And again, as good as it is that there's no war, I believe it's happening because there's no war. It's the world is too peaceful. People are creating their own fucking conflicts for no reason other than to have conflicts.
He could feel that in time,
they have
the
the
fire
time
of their
to
souls would be extinguished,
think about
and
that.
revealed his misgivings to the triumvirate. With deaf ears, they refused to listen and warned the great Ursign to know his place. With his determination unwavered, he sought wisdom by undertaking a perilous climb to the peak of the Ursign's sacred mountain. This was a place no one in their right mind would dare venture, for it was forever shrouded in a thundering maelstrom. However, the eye of the storm was said to bestow portents, and legends among the Ursign said that the tempest would mark the next great chieftain of the tribe. He ascended the peak, but as he neared the top, he was struck by an unnatural bolt of lightning. When the shaman awoke, he was possessed by a horrific vision of the Freljord consumed by an unnatural darkness. He saw an image of terrible creatures of ice slaughtering his unprepared and complacent brethren.
Isn't that the creature that Lysandra locked under the Freylord after summoning them and then realizing her mistakes? That's how it's supposed to connect to it, I believe. But on the Lysandra lore thing, it didn't say any of that, so...
In an instant, he knew that his race would perish if they did not prepare for war. With all his might, he rushed down the mountainside to recount what he had seen, only to find the path before him blocked by 3 Ursine, the Triumvirate. Knowing that he would...
Yo, is this the barbarian zone in Diablo 2, where you go up and then it's like you have the 3 previous barbarian champions, and then you fuck them up, get a level up, and you get the path to Baal? Is that what it is?
would end the lasting peace of the Ursine. They refused to heed his warning and demanded his silence, by his word, or his death. Adamant and resolute.
There's always a third option. Kill them until they're dead.
Volibear swore that the Ursine's very survival depended on this message, and launched himself into a ferocious combat against the 3 other Ursine.
Yep.
A terrible clash ensued, and just as Volibear fell, succumbed to his opponent's attacks, he called upon the power of the Maelstrom to his aid. He rose and unleashed raw lightning upon the trio, striking them down with a thunderous blow. Stunned and astonished, the Triumvirate beheld this as a sign of Ursine leadership, the force of the sacred storm. The Triumvirate were humbled, and recognizing his foretold ascendance, appointed Volibear as the Ursine's new leader. His influence was swift and decisive, and roused his tribe from its complacency, reviving their battle-hardened traditions.
Amen.
He also found himself with a new ally, Sejuani, the Winter's Wrath, the warrior who would fight with them against the coming evil of Lysandra.
Yep. So it is the... Well, again... So this is where I guess the story changes. It's not Lysandra's coming evil. It's like she summoned these guys in hope of power, I believe, right? And then she saw what that power actually was, and then she sealed it under the ice.
In time, the tribe grew once again lean and fierce, becoming known once again as fearsome warriors of legend. Together, Volibear and his Ursine tribe now stand ready for the dark day that looms on the icy horizon.
Cool.
And that's all I prepared for you this...
Okay, so that's the story of Volibear before he became Volygod. Right now he's still a Volibear. And yeah, let's see what else we have here. Okay, we have Trundle, Yasuo, what the fuck? Anivia, what's Yasuo have to do with Freylord? And Nunu. Yeah, those are the 3 that remain. Trundle, Anivia, and Nunu. Oh, I didn't cover Israel yet, and Janna. These are all original. Fiddlesticks is Nocturne is not original. Pantheon is original. Nidali's from the original. Original, I mean like they're from since the beta. Urgot isn't. Scion is, I believe. Singed is. Mundo is. Zyra isn't. Zillion, I feel like he was original he was in the beta. Quinn definitely wasn't. Nami wasn't. Malf was. Rammus was. Sivir was. Vel'Koz wasn't. Brown wasn't. And then it's the special pentakill thing. Gnar, Azir. And then a remake of Scion, I guess. Interesting. Okay, cool. Right, so that's it for the Volibear stuff. And yeah, we'll go next. Go next. Kind of like how we do in League of Legends. Oh, 5 minutes. Bot is feeding. Go next. We're done. Alright. Till the next one.